All right, so we are going to break down Kid Goku and the new Jackie Chun coming out in a few hours here. So Kid Goku, I did a extensive breakdown video from yesterday. There really, honestly, isn't much to really say here. He's a very generic character for an LF unit. I guess as part of their new design philosophy, I mean, he's got indestructible. That's like the main thing about the character. He's got very high numbers in terms of attack and damage guard. He's got 270 damage and 150% damage guard. And then when you're using him next to another DB character, he's getting 20% extra damage and then 10% more damage guard. So that brings him to 290 and 160. And that's pretty much all you need to know about the character. I mean, it's not really doing much besides just Ooga Booga damage. 5 counts of covering all on entry, 5 counts of covering all with the green card. Ultimate should hit pretty hard. He has a range blue, which is nice. I'm not sure why this only happens once though, the 30% damage uncancelable buff there. He does get extra stuff when there's a dead ally, which is notable. So I guess we'll have to see if Jackie Chun does have death buffs, because they really want you to run this character next to a character who's going to be providing some kind of death buff mechanic. Maybe they want you to run this guy next to the Cell Saga Goku. I don't know. On strike arts, blast on strike / blast arts use when there is a defeated battle member, 10 key every time, which is actually pretty good. He's going to be getting 10 key every time he uses a card. Strike damage plus 20%, which is stackable, and then he's going to be getting uncancelable double card draw speed, which of course is very good. He's got like this kind of like defensive ability when the enemy uses a blue card when he's on the battlefield, or I guess ultimates and awakened arts counts as well. He's healing himself. He is decreasing the enemy's power by 50%, which actually is pretty significant. And then he's locking the opponents in for 5 counts. So if the enemy uses a blue against this Goku, just remember that they can't switch for like 5 counts, which is interesting. And then he's getting stacking damage on a Rikitipai card. That's pretty much the entire character. His unique gauge is filled up via him attacking, and then you can fill it up a second time once his indestructible is activated. So you can get like double the damage. You get 40% damage the first time, and you can get another 40% the second time. So you could stack up a lot of damage from this. He's got 5. Dude, this is insane. 5 counts of cover null for filling up a gauge. That's the same charge rate as Ultra Rose. So yeah, I guess his vanish back on the green, and then his ultimate is pretty standard. 30% more damage if there's a defeated battle member, but that's cancelable. So yeah, let me just check his stats. I don't think I was able to see what his stats were like yet. Okay, he's got over 260 to offense, which is nice. He's got 263 to strike, solid. Blast is pretty low. Got a 20,000 differential between strike and blast. Yeah, the blast is pretty low, so he's basically just a pure strike attacker. Strike defense is very good, 182-ish. That's very good. And then blast defense is about 178, which is good. Yeah, these are good defensive stats. Offense, the main offense, then strike is good. Blast is pretty bad. I guess the one thing about this character is he's not really restricted to DB. Right? He's on Saiyan, DB, Sun Family, and he's also on Weapon Wielder. I don't think Weapon Wielder is like a real team, but it's good for like equipment. But Saiyan and Sun Family, obviously, always going to be viable teams. This is the only thing that you get. This is my biggest complaint about this character, is this. This is all you get from running him next to one other DB character. 20% damage and 10% damage guard. I think what they should have done is they should have added a second layer to this and given him another like unique and interesting ability if you were running him next to 2 other tag DB battle members. That's all they really needed to do for this character. I think there's like very little incentive to actually run him on the DB team besides like the equipment. That's it. That's like the only reason you'd do that. At least with like Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, whose indestructible is tied to Daima, so you really are incentivized to run him on Daima. But for this character, he's getting 20% damage and 10% damage guard. This is, first of all, this is like the most boring thing you could do. Is just give him more numbers here. But there's really not much here for DB. I was actually hoping that he would get more stuff here for being used in the DB setup to actually make the DB team an interesting option. They could have given him like buff removal on standby or something, or when this guy switches to standby, he removes attribute downgrades and normal conditions from the entire team if the full team is DB or something. Not to be anything crazy, but just like give him something for being on a full DB setup. It's kind of strange. All right, anyway, let's move on to Jackie Chun. This is the first time we're going to see anything about this character. He's a defense type. Okay. Blue defense. Yeah, blue makes sense because the only other blue character that we really got in this celebration was the free-to-play Cyborg Tao. It was actually pretty solid. Let's go ahead and see the stats here. Hello. Very low offenses. He's got just about 250 to strike, low 240s to blast. Why? His defenses are low. What the hell? Low 170 to strike defense, and then just about 180 to blast defense. Yeah, those are low defenses for a defense type. I'm not really liking these stats on Jackie Chun. I don't know why they gimp his stats. That's not very good. All right. And then his only, yeah, of course, his only tag is going to be DB. A normal strike and a normal blast. So far, it ain't looking good for our guy Jackie Chun. Normal strike, normal. Okay, this is very basic. The improved Kamehameha. I believe this is a melee blue. Special move damage 50% on activation. It is uncancelable, which is good. On hit, ally sub count -3. Cancel enemy attribute upgrades. All enemy health restoration -20% for 15 counts. Okay, and then blast armor. Sure. After image. This is a stop time green, yeah. Draws 1 card, 10% health, 50 key, nullify attribute downgrades / normal conditions. That's good. So you're going to be immune to paralysis. Remove special move seal. Okay, that's the first time we've seen that specifically. He's so like, okay, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta from Daima is removing the seal from all cards. This guy's just specifically removing the blue card seal. Enemy draw speed -1 for 10 counts. Seals all enemies' main abilities for 5 counts. Also, after activating special arts, auto counters available +1? The hell? Okay, so he's got an auto counter. I mean, it makes sense. It's called the after image. This is, for those of you who played Sparking Zero, after image strike was pretty annoying. So I get it. Lightning Surprise is the ultimate massive damage. On activation, ultimate damage +50%. On hit, draws a special move next. Next activated special move damage +50%. Seals enemies rush for 15 counts. Inflicts all enemies with paralyze. Oh, just the current enemy with paralyzed, but still, that's okay. All enemy damage received +20% for 30 counts. All right. Main ability, draws a card, then draws ultimate arts next. Wait, what? That's weird. I'm assuming that just means he draws 1 random card and an ultimate. Oh no, sorry, it says destroy 1 card, then draws ultimate arts. Okay, so that's fine, yeah. He basically just removes a spot in his hand to make room for the ultimate. That's good. I like that. I think that's actually better than just drawing the ultimate straight up. 30% health, 50 key. It gets his full vanish back. Cancels attribute downgrades from normal conditions. Enemy Dragon Balls -1. Okay, seems like a pretty decent main. Nothing crazy. Z ability. DB blue or purple, 35% strike attack and blast defense, and then DB gets oh no, sorry, those are double defense, strike defense and blast defense, and then I thought he got double strike attack. I was like, oh okay, no, he does not. 18% base strike attack, double defense. I don't really think this team needs double defense because they're already so tanky. I mean, sure, he's a defense type, I get it. 230% damage, special move damage 20%, damage card 150%. Are they actually kidding me with DKP? They give the banner unit, the 1% sparking character gets 150% damage card, DKP gets 130. Key recovery +70%, draw speed +1, special move arts cost -10. 70% key recovery is good. I've been saying this a lot recently, but I think the DB team, one of the biggest issues with the DB team is they have super, super bad key recovery. So 70% key recovery is good. They gave Kid Goku 50, and then DKP has 52, but they gave this guy 70. Okay. All right, okay. When there's at least one other tag DB ally battle member, health restoration plus 20%, he gets support, ally damage plus 25%. That's good. Ally damage plus 25%. That's good. Yeah. Take that. That's nice. On battlefield entry, he draws a green card twice, which is going to give him the auto counter. Health plus 10%, key plus... Dude, even this guy's healing? Even this guy's healing on entry. Key plus 30, nullifies damage received, element disadvantage. Okay, so he's type neutral defensively for 10 counts. That's an unlimited amount of times, too. All enemy strike / blast arts power minus 15%. Okay, that's actually really good, too. All enemy special move / awakened ultimate arts power 20% for 10 counts. Yeah, that's actually really good. One of the things the team was lacking is power down mechanics, and this guy has that, which is good. On strike / blast arts use, 10 key. Next activated special move damage plus 10%, up to 30%. That's very similar to the blue mini Daima Goku. Actually has the same thing. Nullify special cover changes, 3 count. 3 counts 1 time. Okay. He's got like 2 cards worth of cover null when he enters the battlefield. When hit by enemy arts, all enemy arts cost plus 15. And then plus 10 twice. Oh, well, that doesn't reset. It's still decent disrupt, though. Plus 25 to cost. When on battlefield, an enemy activates ultimate / awakened arts or rising rush. Ally health plus 10%, ally subcount minus 5, cancel enemy buff effects. Okay, yeah. Okay, sure. Even he has that. With at least 1 auto counter available, damage plus 20%, all arts costs minus 5. So that's after you've used the green. So she's getting a lot of damage. She's got 230. Let's just factor this in. That's 255. And then he's getting 275. But then he also has like the arts damage or whatever. Where is it? Like the next activated special move damage. He's got like special move damage specifically too as well. So this blue card should be hitting pretty hard. Special cover change is against strikes, and then the auto counter type A. That's what they're calling this. After special arts activation, when hit by counterable attack, destroys 1 card, then draws special move arts next. So he's guaranteed drawing a blue. Key plus 50, nullify element. Oh, he's going type neutral. He counters both strikes and blasts. So you use the green. You unseal your blue card. And then you draw a guaranteed blue card. Go type neutral. And then you just smack somebody with it. What else does he do? Gets extra damage, which is uncancelable. Reduces ally sub count. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's definitely good. I don't know what type A is, though. Right? I don't know if this is like one of those things where you can be in an action and it will activate. So that's something we're gonna have to test directly. Is it the Majin Vegeta style gauge, where you can be like sidestepping and then still activate this? The Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta style gauge, right? That type of gauge where you can be doing something and it will still activate? Or is it like the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan style gauge, where you have to be standing still or not doing something? Doesn't say, because I don't know what type A is. What does type A mean? But he seems pretty good. I like how he's supporting. He doesn't have a second life mechanic, which is, I guess, interesting for a defense type. But the auto counter, I guess, can be pretty annoying. We'll see if VB makes a reemergence. I don't think this guy's going to be prevalent enough for that to be the case, though, but he is blue, so he's going to be pretty weak to VB. Is he good enough to make the DB team? Don't know. I think he might. Yeah, he probably is, actually. We'll see. We'll see. Poor Demon King Piccolo. We should have a co-op equip. The co-op season is resetting this week. No PvP equip because PvP is still going for another week here. All right, here we go. This is DB or Weapon Wielder. 35% strike attack, 10% health, 10% health restoration, 15% to pure strike when episode Dragon Ball Saga and Saiyan is a battle member. Yeah, that is very good. That is a very good equip. 35% base strike and 15% pure strike and health restoration. Yeah. The thing though is like DB already has such good equipment. Like, okay, here's the, I guess the best way I could explain this. DB, you only have 3 equipment slots. 1 slot is automatically reserved for the broken equip that every DB unit has to use. So then you're left with 2 other broken equips that you are going to be using. But with this one, like what is the marginal benefit that you're going to be getting from equipping this over a different DB equip? Is this equip, in other words, is this equip really that much better than the other equipment you could be using? I guess, right, is the best way to describe this. Probably not that much better, but it is still really good. So this is, yeah, this is definitely a very, very solid equip you want to be using with Kid Goku. Just trying to think, like, is every character going to use this? The 23rd World Tournament characters are a little bit weird because they're blast units. Probably wouldn't use this on those guys, right? I don't know. But this is really good. I assume that's it. Because Rush isn't resetting and no unique equips. Yeah. Okay, well. There we go. That is the update for this week. LF Kid Goku. Jackie Chun. The new co-op equipment. I believe there should be a new raid as well. Just because they've been doing a raid every single time. So let me know what you guys think about Kid Goku and Jackie Chun. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And I will see you in the next one.